25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
First and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, we were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Woodhead. Touchdown, Stanford! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's House. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, a double pass. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Anthony. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Direct snap. Breaks the tackle. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Finding open areas. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here comes the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top. Got a man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here.
Pulls in the deep ball. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Direct snap. It's Mitchell. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, what a break. Great job falling on the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up, fall on the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's good job by the offense.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
It's complete to the left. He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today. They're up 14 over Boston College. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires deep on the run. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
Turning it on. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Stanford.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
Get set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Got a man. It's Woodhead. Breaks into the open. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
On the run, fires downfield. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great
There he goes! Touchdown, Cardinal! And that one will give him the lead. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
So many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes. This is a gamble. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. Goes to the option. Runs through a tackle. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this 1st down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. A little baseball slide action. We got a fresh set of downs.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll try the left side. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
A run for the quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Green light. I'm going for it. Second half, man, I can take the lead right here. I like my chances, and even if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field.
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. He'll set up to throw. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun. Give on the inside. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Stanford! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
They had a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They have had no answers at all. They've exploited every matchup you can think of, and he's over 150 yards receiving.
And you got to give the offense credit, too, because they're just finding more and more creative ways to get this guy involved in this game. He is such a weapon.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back has it. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late.
Oh, it's a fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Coming out with it, it's Mitchell. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Woodhead. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now have moved it out and putting a drive together. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And they'll take a knee. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a nice job by this defense getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason, because
He'll take a shot. Got it! And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point was good. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good